Welcome back to the Moon Meditation series here on Libra Rising. These meditations are offered as a gentle companion to the lunar cycle. Practices designed to support grounding, nervous system regulation, and a steadier relationship with your inner world. Each meditation in this series is created to be timeless. While they're inspired by specific new and full moons, they're meant to be returned to whenever you find yourself feeling overwhelmed by the collective, uncertain about the future, or in need of perspective and calm. There's no right way to experience these practices. You don't need to visualize perfectly. You don't need to have clarity or answers. You're invited to meet yourself exactly where you are. New moons mark the beginning of a lunar cycle. They invite inward attention, reset, and reorientation before anything new takes shape. This new moon takes place in Aquarius, a sign associated with the collective, shared systems, and the stories we live inside together. Aquarius energy can bring innovation and insight, but it can also heighten mental stimulation and awareness of the wider world. This new moon may coincide with moments when familiar narratives fall away, certainty feels interrupted, or the bigger picture becomes difficult to hold all at once. Rather than asking us to decide or act immediately, this lunation invites perspective, the kind that steadies the nervous system and allows truth to emerge without panic. This meditation is aligned with the new moon in Aquarius, a lunation that invites us to step back from collective noise and reconnect with a wider, steadier perspective. Aquarius energy often pulls attention outward, toward ideas, systems, and the state of the world. This meditation offers something different, a chance to rest your nervous system, release what you've been carrying for the collective, and remember that you are not meant to process everything on your own. There is nothing you need to figure out here, nothing you need to resolve. Only an invitation to step back, breathe, and allow a larger rhythm to hold what feels uncertain. Begin by finding a position that feels steady and supported, seated or lying down, whatever allows your body to rest without strain. If it feels comfortable, bring one hand to your belly or one hand to your chest. Take a slow breath in through your nose and exhale gently through your mouth. Again, breathing in and breathing out. Allow your shoulders to soften, your jaw to loosen, your breath to find an easy, natural rhythm. You don't need to arrive anywhere else. You're already here. As your body settles, allow your awareness to soften and gently turn inward. Now, allow your awareness to soften. There's nothing you need to focus on closely, nothing you need to analyze or understand. Simply notice that you are here. You may sense the world around you, its movement, its noise, its intensity, not in detail, but as a general feeling of fullness. If there is heaviness, confusion, or concern present, you don't need to examine it. Just acknowledge that it exists. And then, gently, imagine yourself beginning to rise. Not suddenly, not forcefully, as if you are being lifted by a quiet current of air. You float upward, above the land, above familiar places, above the details that usually pull at your attention. As you rise, the world below becomes quieter. Edges soften, colors blur gently together. You pass through the clouds, where everything feels hushed, muted, and calm. You are not leaving the world behind. You are simply changing perspective. As you continue upward, you may begin to sense a presence with you, a higher power, a guiding intelligence, a sense of love, goodness, or steady awareness that feels calm, familiar, and trustworthy. You don't need to name it. You may feel it beside you, around you, or quietly supporting your ascent. You are not alone. Eventually, your movement slows, and you arrive somewhere still and spacious. You find yourself standing on the moon. Beneath your feet, the surface feels solid and steady, quiet, ancient. Before you, at a distance, you see the earth. From here, it appears whole, beautiful, alive. You do not see conflicts. You do not see problems. Only the gentle curve of the planet, wrapped in atmosphere, moving through space as it always has. You may notice areas of light and areas of shadow, not as something wrong, but as part of a larger rhythm. This is what the moon knows, that light and shadow belong to the same cycle, that darkness does not mean danger, that pauses in illumination are part of reorganization, not failure. If you've been carrying worries, concerns, or questions about the world, about the future, about things beyond your control, you're invited to acknowledge them now. You don't need to list them, simply feel their weight. And when you're ready, imagine gently offering them to the presence with you here. You are not abandoning responsibility. You are returning what does not belong solely to you. As you release these worries, notice how they begin to change. They soften. They lose density. Perhaps they dissolve into a fine mist or transform into a gentle rain falling back toward the earth below. This rain does not harm. It nourishes. It washes confusion from the air. It cools overheated systems. It returns what you were holding to the larger cycles of life. You are not required to solve the world from within your nervous system. Here on the moon, you are allowed to rest, allowed to witness without absorbing, allowed to care without carrying. Take a few slow breaths here. Feel the steadiness beneath your feet, the vastness around you, the quiet support at your side. Let this perspective settle into your body, a reminder that you can step back without disconnecting and trust that larger forces are at work even when the path ahead feels unclear. When you're ready, we'll begin to gently return. But know that this place remains. You can return to it anytime you need space, perspective, or relief from the weight of the collective. Begin to bring your awareness back to your breath. Notice the steady rhythm of inhaling and exhaling. The perspective you touched does not disappear as you return. It settles into you. Let that spaciousness gently move through your body, from your awareness into your thoughts, your chest, your belly, and down into your feet. This new moon does not ask you to carry the future. It invites you to release what isn't yours to hold and trust that larger cycles are at work even when clarity feels incomplete. Take another slow breath in and a slow breath out. As you continue breathing, bring your attention back to the surface beneath you. Notice the points of contact where your body is supported. If it feels helpful, gently move your fingers or toes, reminding yourself that you are here, present, and safe. You are allowed to step back from collective intensity. You are allowed to rest your nervous system without abandoning your values. Perspective is not disengagement. It is a form of care. This new moon in Aquarius reminds us that we don't need to see everything clearly to remain grounded and whole. When certainty dims, we can choose steadiness. When the collective feels loud, we can choose distance without disconnection. Carry this sense of perspective with you, not as detachment, but as trust in a larger rhythm that continues to move, even when you pause. When you're ready, gently open your eyes or bring your awareness fully back to the room. The moon remains, quiet, steady, and available whenever you need space to breathe and remember.